Hello Virgo, my name is Paul and this is Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask that you connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And if there is anything you need me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you and the Art or Temperance card. Lovely energy. This is a wonderful combination of things. It's perhaps finding a balance, striving for balance, and finding it, okay? Let's see where this is going. Well, we've got some major arcana. Some good harmony. Got a little bit of a challenge. We have abundance. We have the Hierophant at the end. This is interesting. Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet, to be honest with you, where this is going. Let's select our mystery card. Whoa, look at that. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're going to put Mr. Bates, a.k.a. Kevin, right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end. We did get a 7 of Cups here that fell out of the deck, which I think is important. If at any point during the reading you get an idea or a sense or a feeling of what that mystery card is, I want you to put your answer in the comment section. I'm going to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, tap into spirit, tap into source, and start discerning the mystery card together. Okay? But first, let's look around the room. Major, major, major. We have 3 major arcana cards. We've got fire. We've got our water. We've got a little bit of air. And we've got quite a bit of earth. This is interesting, some earth here. The major arcana here, this is interesting to me that we have both of these, right? The Art or Temperance card and the Libra energy, the Adjustment card. With these two, I'm getting the feeling that it's in the difficult circumstances, you're learning how to reorient yourself, how to adjust to the environment that you're in, right? As a way of keeping this harmony within yourself, right? As a way of like not letting yourself get distracted or get upset or get thrown off course. It's as if we have to deal with our circumstances in a particular way to protect ourselves, to stay on course, to not let that BS bother us, right? Because I feel as if you're on this path of financial abundance, right? We've got earth, 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 and then even the Hierophant is earth. It's that Taurus energy. So I feel like we really are working toward this major abundance, right? And to do that, we have to operate within the environment we find ourselves, right? The Art or Temperance card, to me, this sometimes represents a very difficult situation. It's kind of like a furnace. You're in the fire, right? And depending on how you adjust and adapt and relate to this situation, it's going to determine kind of like the final outcome, right? So in order to deal with this and to turn this into wonderful success, because this feels like this is life, this is something that you can't really change, right? When we get to this Adjustment card, it's really about us asking ourselves, what can I do to be more in harmony with the world around me, right? Where can I adjust things to maximize the abundance, maximize the potential, maximize the 6 of Cups, this harmony, right? This tranquility, this love, this is pleasure. This is, what do you have to do to not be at odds with your environment and to just start enjoying yourself, right? This is phase 1 here. We're reorienting ourselves to these surroundings. Now, maybe this is a new thing. We have this fire connection here. This is a fiery card here with the Art or Temperance card. And that kind of connects with this Princess of Wands. Maybe this is a new situation, a new circumstance, new job, new relationship, a new environment, a new city. Maybe you moved, or you started working somewhere different, or I don't know. It could be a new thing. And we are having to reorient ourselves, right? I think ultimately you will feel in more control afterwards. Here we have the 6 and the 7 of Cups, right? The 7 is us kind of allowing ourselves to be sucked into drama, sucked into conflict, sucked into any of these little distracting cups, right? The 7 of Cups sometimes talks about all of those illusions. They each look like a holy grail, right? They each look like they are the one. It's kind of a Last Crusade, Indiana Jones kind of thing. They're looking for the Holy Grail. There's a lot of cups in the room. Which one do you pick? Which one's the Holy Grail, and which one is not? Which one will poison you? Which one will heal you? And that's kind of what we do with this 7 of Cups here. We have to choose which of these cups to not drink from, right? Which one is the real one? I don't think it's any of these. I think it's something else that you will find. And the 6 here is that harmony. It's maybe the idea that there's one here that is necessary, because obviously the difference between 6 and 7. So we have the suggestion of the one. But to me, these two cards together are this feeling of control, right? This feeling of you being able to adjust, to adapt to your new circumstances, right? And to only take in that which nourishes you, right? And we have a foundation of that with this 4 of Cups. And this is the moon in Cancer, and the moon happens to rule the sign of Cancer. There might be a Cancer person in your life, now that I'm kind of feeling this card out. But I think that this is us relying on our intuition a little bit. This is us kind of erring on the side of caution as far as our emotions go, as far as what we are allowing ourselves to consume as nourishment, right? Or what we are participating in, okay? There's this kind of our intuition tells us, let's just try to not overdo it. Let's just hold off from some of these things, especially in this new situation, right? It's easy to kind of get wrapped up in the emotions or the drama or whatever this is, right? We don't want to get lost when we're trying to really reach this earth energy. We're trying to get to shore. All this water here, we're kind of sailing in some unknown waters, right? We have to course correct. We have to adjust. This is us learning to adjust our sails, our rudder, reading the compass to figure out how to get from this water to really get to our abundance, right? I think this abundance is coming. I think we're steering in the right direction. We're going to manifest this. You deserve this, right? I think that you've worked very hard. You've gone through a lot of difficulties. The 7 of Pentacles is up here at the top. This is, to me, this is us staying where it might be familiar, right? And I know that's not really the nature of this card. The 7 of Pentacles. I feel like we're kind of trying to ground ourselves, right? We're trying to really feel the ground beneath our feet, the soil, right? And maybe it's because of this emotional water that we're really feeling the need to do some earthy, tactile, comforting activities, right? Because it might seem that this new situation is a little detached, a little cold, a little distant. Maybe you don't know anybody. Maybe you're just kind of not sure where you can fit in and experience the pleasure that can be had in this situation. If maybe you're in a new job, a new town, or something like that. So we're looking for these comforting activities, while at the same time being very careful with what we indulge in, so that we don't drink from the wrong cup here. But these are the earthy and more tactile activities that I think we need. Okay. And now let's see about the path of the serpent. We start with the 8, right? And I think because this is a new situation, we don't know exactly where we're headed. We don't know what to make of this all yet. We haven't, maybe with this adjustment or this justice card, we haven't really decided how we feel about this situation. We haven't quite judged it yet. Okay? Because it's an 8 of Swords, we have to do our botanical inspiration card. We do this anytime we get an 8 of Swords to kind of balance that overthinking energy of the 8 of Swords. Nobility and self-esteem. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow people. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Interesting. What I was going to say about this, about a lot of these cards here, really on the path of the serpent, is that you're not really tolerating any kind of like disrespect. I feel like you're very quick to kind of to maybe reject some of this water energy, right? To reject any of these cups that are being offered to you. So if something doesn't sit right with you, I think we're very quickly going to reject it, right? You're not tolerating any kind of disrespect. And then we get this kind of nobility and self-esteem thing. There's nothing noble in being superior, except being superior to our former self. So I think in some ways we're overthinking this a little bit, right? That we need to perhaps get outside of our mind a little bit and focus on maybe our intuition, focus on our trust here. We've got this Hierophant energy at the end here. I feel like this is what we need, but we have to go through all of this to get to this. It's one of those kind of weird time loops, right? This is what we need, but to get here we need this. So it's a paradox. And this, I think, is really the world around us really trying to understand what the messages are coming from our external environment, from the world, from the universe, right? This is that external mentor. This is us listening to the trees, listening to the birds, listening to the vibe of the room, and really allowing that spiritual energy to connect with our own nature, our own internal high priestess, if we had one. Maybe the mystery card will be a high priestess. Connecting with that kind of that intuition, trusting that we are interpreting the messages appropriately, right, that are coming in. And I think by doing this, we're really going to make the right kinds of judgments and adjustments so that we can maximize this abundance, right? Because whatever you're involved with, the environment is this Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity to really grow a tremendous abundance, okay? So I feel like this is maybe a commitment to like a new money goal, a new job, a new career, some kind of new opportunity, and we've taken the first step now. But now we have to kind of feel out the waters. We're in unfamiliar waters, and it seems like it's difficult for us to kind of to harmonize with it, right? Which is what we're looking for with the Six of Cups here. We're trying to adjust things a little bit so that we can really harmonize with this new environment, and we can maximize this and turn this Ace of Pentacles into a Princess of Pentacles. This is not just financial abundance. This is spiritual satisfaction. This is emotional and intellectual harmony, resonance, satisfaction. This is you living in the best possible environments for every aspect of your being. Now, we may be thinking, well, this is going to be good financially, but I just don't know if I connect with it emotionally or spiritually, right? Which is kind of what we're talking about here with these cups and stuff too. Should I drink from that cup, or is that going to be one of them poisonous ones like in the movie? I think it's important for us to get out of the overthinking. We might be trying to figure it out too hard, you know? If we let go a little bit and we trust in the connection between the Hierophant and the High Priestess within us, I think we can maximize this. This is really the final goal. This is the final outcome here. This is in the position of the obstacle, right? Because this is what we're trying to attain. So it's difficult for us to get to this. What we need is the Hierophant. We need that trust. We need to hear the voice of the universe communicating to us, and we need this mystery card. But we also need, because it's a Hierophant, we need to do an I Ching card. So let's do an I Ching hexagram for that Hierophant energy to see what it is. What is the message from the environment that is going to help us get through the kind of initial difficulty or the initial kind of growing pains of this situation where we're still trying to acclimate to this new environment. 35, advancing. Prince Kang used a gift of horses to breed a multitude. In the course of a day, he mated them 3 times. So, this is, you've been given gifts. Gifts you must make the most of. Strength, inspiration, and popularity enable you to travel further and faster. Magnify your blessings by acting accordingly to seize the opportunity to advance and prosper. This is the opportunity. We have to seize this to advance and prosper here. What gifts and opportunities have you been given? What is this situation, and how could we really listen to what the universe is telling us so that we can turn this new situation into this abundance? Okay? I think this is going to be a very, very important next couple of weeks for you. And I think that's kind of the period of time where we should strive to adjust to our new surroundings and see how we can embrace this opportunity and advance from the Ace of Pentacles to this Princess of Pentacles, right? I don't know, maybe this is a new job, right? It has that feeling to me. But it also has a feeling of kind of relocation. I don't know if you've had to relocate for a new job or something like that. Well, let's look at the mystery card. I'd like you to connect with these images. Let's see if we can discern this card together. Pause the video if you would like. I'm going to go ahead and venture a guess. I want to see a 6 of Swords. A 6 of Swords would confirm everything for me, but I don't know that it's going to be. Let's just find out. No. I've not been too accurate this cycle. Here we have a Page of Wands. This is us adapting to our new environment, right? This is us kind of learning how to do the things that we need to do in this new place, right? It's like a Page of Wands. Interestingly, the Page of Wands is the same as this Princess of Wands, right? But they have a different vibe, right? This one is more kind of excited, enthusiastic, just kind of rushed into something, right? Doesn't really think about it first, just rushes in. Maybe that's how this thing began. Maybe you just you didn't hesitate. You just said, oh yes, definitely want to do that. And now we're kind of thinking, well, this is not quite what I was expecting. Now I've got to try to adapt and make these adjustments, etc. But the Page of Wands is someone who finds themselves in a new place where there are new requirements, new skills that they have to learn, and they're ready. They're saying, yeah, I don't know how to drive that kind of truck or operate that machinery, but I'm going to learn, right? And so it could be a new situation or a new job or career or something where you don't really know the process. You don't really know the procedures yet. Even if it's in the same field of work or study, you're in a different company now or a different environment. They're going to do things a little differently. And we've got to have that same eagerness to learn and to maybe accept a little criticism, right? If I'm not doing things exactly the way you all do them, I'm going to see if I can adjust my approach a little bit so I can kind of fit in with the kind of standard operating procedures, right? I kind of feel like it's one of those situations, but at the same time, you're bringing your own creativity into it. Okay, so it's kind of different, right? There's an adjustment there. And how do we balance that too, especially with the Justice or Adjustment card? How do we balance our own innovative, unique, creative approach with the need to kind of conform to the way things are kind of already established, right? How do we blend those two together? These two are really about, one is kind of law and order, one is creativity, left brain, right? Both of these cards are about balance. How do we balance that, our need to be creative and innovative, with our need to kind of conform to the system that's already in place? Okay, big questions, big abundance. Next 2 weeks, very important for you. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the video description. New readings for Virgo every Tuesday and Saturday. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Virgo, I want you to remember that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.